Hello and welcome to my review of my brand new flip-up sights from CAA. These sights are model name BGF and BGR. They came packaged in this little plastic bag which says gear up on one side and some text on the other side. So looking inside this little plastic bag, we get a front sight, a rear sight and a little hex or a inbus key to tighten those sights to a Picatinny rail of our choosing. So here's a little close-up of the front sight, so-called BGF. As we can see, it has a pretty big footprint on a Picatinny rail, so it's 100% secure and this thing is not gonna go anywhere. To open it, simply slide it up, and to close it, we slide it left or right, ambidextrous, and it will close. This is pretty solid and it can be adjusted manually. Here we have the back, so-called BGR sight. It's pretty much the same as the front one, with the exception, well, it's at the back. It's easily adjustable with this little knob on the side and it simply flips up. The apertures can be adjusted from the tight to the bigger opening, simply and easily. To close it, we simply slide left or right ambidextrous and the sight will close. So that's the back CAA sight. So the main features of these CAA flip-up sights are: they are fully adjustable for vintage and elevation, making them accurate in almost any shooting environment. They are deployed easily but also feature a low profile when not in use, so they won't get in the way until you need them. They offer simple zeroing mechanisms. This is backed by their 5-year warranty, so you don't need to worry about anything breaking. And they are made out of strong polymer and aluminium with precision and CQB apertures on the rear. Now, I got these sights from wiresinc.com, which is a great website. They offer free shipping and you get 10% off. So yeah, definitely check them out. Link is in description down below. Now, I can only compare these flip-up sights from CAA to my existing Magpul flip-up sights. They are pretty much, well, quite similar, but not really. The main difference between the Magpul and the CAA is obviously the size. The second one would be the adjustment. For the CAA, I don't require anything. For the Magpul, I require a tool. And then there is the connection between the Picatinny rail. The CAA has a huge footprint on a Picatinny rail, so it's securely in place, while there's only one point attachment for the Magpul sight. Also, the quality is much better on the CAA. It's much tougher plastic or polymer than the Magpul one. Another difference is the Magpuls are spring-loaded, while the CAA sights you have to manually flip up. But that's not a big problem at the end. Now, one difference at the back sides is that the apertures are different. The CAA one is diamond-shaped, which is surprisingly better than just a circle compared to the Magpul's sight. Another difference is the aperture switching from the small to the bigger one. It's much easier on the CAA than the Magpul one. There's a lot more resistance there. The windage adjustment knob on the Magpul one is much tougher than the one on the CAA. You really need some force, while this one doesn't require that much force to turn left or right. So to mount the sights, I'll use something like a micro Ronnie with a large Picatinny rail. This Ronnie is made by the same company as the sights. We simply use a hex key and remove the screws from the sight. We don't need to remove the screw, we simply remove the entire side of this sight and then attach it to the Picatinny rail. We do the same for the back sight. We simply remove the sight and we mount them to the Picatinny rail, and then of course use the key to tighten them back into its place. So this is how it looks like, mounted on top of a micro Ronnie, which is made by the same company, offering fast and easy deployments of the sights, which can be used as a primary or a secondary, or used simply with a co-witness with a red dot. So these sights offer a perfect co-witness. This is a few shots with my little 22 rifle, on top of which I have a little red dot. They work absolutely flawlessly. They offer me perfect co-witness with my 2 MOA red dot from Holosun Optics. So while testing this, I performed about 200 shots. The sights performed as expected. I actually prefer now the diamond-shaped apertured sights at the back compared to the standard circle ones. So this is how the co-witness looks like. It's a bit hard to show. This is how the red dot is right on the money, as they say. and it's extremely easy to zero. So my conclusions, the sights are definitely worth the money. High quality material, polymer and aluminium. They're not too expensive and you definitely get what you pay for. Quality for the money. They're easy to install and they are quite slim, not as slim as competitors, but still slim, enough slim that they won't catch on anything. One thing that I noticed and I didn't really bother me before, but now it does, is the diamond shaped back aperture. I'm used to the circle, but the diamond one is kind of better. It kind of focuses your eye or attention to the target a bit better than the circle one. It's one of those things that I never experienced or paid any attention to before, but now I do. Another thing is the quality of the sight, the plastic, the polymer itself. For instance, if you have different types of front sights in your hand, you will literally notice the difference. It's just the feel, the plastic, for instance, it's different. It's higher quality plastic than the competitors. And they're definitely tougher, so if you accidentally hit them, you're not gonna easily damage them. If there's just one thing that I'm missing is they probably should be spring-loaded, but that would probably increase the price, which is definitely not worth the money. So the important thing, they will do the job they were designed to do. End of story. So at the end, do I recommend them? Absolutely I do. They're quite brilliant for the money. You get what you pay for, you get quality, you can compare them to others, and when you get them in your hands, you'll definitely see and feel what I'm talking about. They are definitely worth the money. And thank you for watching.